Hey YouTube, today we are going to be building a winter survival shelter. This is our first video, and I'm going to be building some shelters with my buddies, and we are going to show you all the things we've built, everything you can do in a survival situation. And today, like I said, we're going to be building a winter survival shelter. So let's jump into that. We've already cleared out a spot for it, and what we're going to do is we're going to build the frame, and then we'll come back and show you guys the frame we've built. Okay? So now we have the bed done. We're completely done. We got all the pine on it, and it's actually a pretty nice bed. What we're going to do now is we are going to build the frame around it and kind of start putting some debris on there to hold the warmth in. We have the frame. We just got that all built. Basically built an A-frame. It's a pretty simple build. You can see what we did here. We took these. There's two right here that are just kind of holding it up, and then we took a log and ran it back through here to our other A-frame, which is right here, holding it up. So if you look at it, you can probably tell it's not the most well-built shelter you've ever seen, and the reason for that is what we're showing you today is it's a one-day shelter. This is for if you are caught in the woods at night and it's close to dark and you need to get something built right away. This is what you can go for if you need warmth and fast. This probably took us about an hour maybe to build all this. Most of that taking up time for the bed. So yeah, we'll show you what it looks like once we get all the other stuff on there. Alright, so right now we have the shelter built. There are a few things I want to say about this shelter before we go any further though. This shelter is a quick shelter, one that you should build only if you have limited time and you have limited resources. Preferably I would have used thicker logs on the sides to make it sturdier, and I would have lashed more down. But I'm just trying to show you guys what you could do in a situation where you didn't have time and you didn't have the resources to make a super awesome shelter. Now, one of my personal favorite things about having a shelter like this with a raised bed is, since you have this raised bed under here, what you can do is you can take rocks and you can put them in a fire, and if you have the stuff to make a fire, you can put them in the fire, and you can take these rocks and throw them underneath your bed. Throw them underneath your bed, and that heat will kind of seep up through there and keep you warm throughout the night. And also, this shelter will not protect you from rain, from moisture. This shelter will protect you from snow. The snow honestly would make this shelter warmer because it will put the snow acts kind of like more insulation, more of a wind blocker. This shelter does a pretty good job of blocking wind from what I've seen so far. So we're going to take you around this real fast, and obviously it's not the prettiest looking shelter, like I've said many times, and I know there are other ways to build shelters like this. I know there are shelters you can build faster than this, but since I had the materials to make a shelter with all this pine, all that kind of stuff, that's what I decided to do. In the future, we are going to show you guys some of the other shelters we built. We have a very nice wiki up that we spent a lot of time building. We actually built a cabin out in my buddy's woods. So we're going to take you out. This channel we're going to do a lot more stuff than just shelter building and surviving in the woods on this channel. We're going to do a lot more than that. So if you guys want to see more shelters like this, give this video a like, give it a thumbs up. I want to make more. Subscribe. do all that fun stuff. So lastly, when you get in the shelter, it seems kind of small, which is what you would want in a situation where it's really cold out and you need to keep your heat in. So you're gonna get in here, you're gonna throw your sleeping bag, whatever you have, in here, and you're gonna crawl in, and you're gonna want to curl up here. You're gonna curl up in here, and preferably you make a fire out in the front. You make a fire out front there, and that kind of keeps heat coming in, and you have all this stuff blocking you from the elements, and it's a nice sense of security to have instead of just laying out on the ground in the winter. And that is basically all I have for you guys today. We're going to be trying to make about a video a week, trying to do more shelters. And I hope you guys learned some things from us. Obviously, most of you probably know how to build a shelter, but maybe there are some things that you haven't seen, you haven't known about so far. So just keep a lookout for our channel and watch more of our videos.